self-taught artist whose eighth painting became one of the all-time best-selling Christmas cards for UNICEF. She's an author whose first book, entitled Inner Peace Isn't Out There, is a fictionalized autobiography focusing on a mother-daughter relationship. Her name is Dena Stewart, and she also recently released the Book of Story Rhymes, a collections of short stories with unexpected endings and all in rhyme form. But before I go into the book, let us go back to where it all began. Dina and I have been business partners and husband and wife for over 52 years. And here we are. So I guess it works. We were at a dinner once, and the author of a book called Getting Rich Your Own Way asked a question. He said if you had all the money you would ever need to cover your life and the essentials so that you wouldn't have to work to pay your way, how would you like to spend your time, and so that at the end of the day you would feel so gratified that you couldn't wait to create more the next day? Do you remember your answer?
I do. I very whimsically said, I'd like to be a painter. And he said, okay, what's stopping you? I never painted. I never even drew. I wasn't even a big doodler. However, I was in a transition stage of what I wanted to do professionally. And during that time, I figured, okay, fine, I'll paint. And so I
Okay,
became a
well, wait a
painter.
minute. You're stepping on my next few questions. So
After 53 years, what do you
I
expect?
know. So, like if you could make your answers brief, so we
You
can continue a conversation,
know
it,
me
it would make it would
53
make this a lot more
years. What do
fun.
you think?
Now, after you graduated from college with a degree in business, you were a business teacher.
I
Then you were
was.
an editor for a major publishing house, and then a personnel director for a major retail department store chain. And you excelled in your performance at all of these places, but you quit. How come? What inspired you at that
Well,
time?
it's more like what didn't inspire me at that time. I just found none of the specific jobs that I had really gave me any kind of gratification. It was pressure and just competitiveness, and I wasn't happy. And then when the company that I worked for went bankrupt, that kind of pushed me over the edge in terms of, okay, now really, what do you want to do? And the question came at the right time because I wasn't working. So when I was asked, how would you like to spend your time? And I said painting, it was the opening for the real change in my life.
A lot of people, when they reach a crossroad like that, go back to school to study. You didn't do that.
No.
You were a self-taught artist, and under the column "Life Happens the Way It Was Supposed to." Tell us the backstory of A Christmas Tree in the City and how it catapulted you into the art scene.
It was the holiday time. We lived in New York. We went to the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. I was doing, I don't know, something midtown. And we went there, and it was just very beautiful. It was very inspirational. So when I came home, I figured, okay, fine, that's what I'm going to paint. So I started painting a Christmas tree, and I started decorating it. And by the time I got through, the holiday season was over, and I put it away, and I forgot about it until the following year. I took it out, and it decided to put in a background, and it turned into a really interesting painting. I believe it was you who suggested why not contact UNICEF and just, see. They liked the painting, and it turned into a Christmas card.
Yes, it was issued the first year and did so well that it was issued for 3 years. Then it became part of an international set.
5 years later, I got a notification from UNICEF requesting my permission for them to republish my Christmas card and distribute it as a UNICEF greeting card, part of their collection. I was designated as an honorary Goodwill Ambassador for UNICEF, which enabled me to speak on behalf of UNICEF to the media.
So did you have a good time doing that?
I did.
What was the best part of that? Here, you're recognized as an artist. UNICEF sells 3 million greeting cards around the world. How'd that make you feel?
It actually made me recognize that my art has value. And this was my 8th painting. So from that point on, I was an artist.
And as an artist, we moved down to Miami Beach. And then you co-founded the Center for Folk and Community Art. What's the mission?
The mission for Center for Folk and Community Art is to use a combination of writing and art as tools for intervention, prevention, and education. We've added video to that mission statement, and the focus is to bring attention to different social issues that involve the community members.
Like what kind of issues?
We've addressed prejudice. We've addressed growing older. At the time, the senior citizens, over 750, that actually were interviewed and who did workshops with us, indicated that they felt very isolated, they felt alone, they felt disconnected from family and friends in general. So now, 30 years later, Center for Folk and Community Art is doing What It Feels Like to Grow Older, Part 2. Part 1, a video documentary, was done by WLRN, a local PBS station. Now we're going to be using modern technology to create a different kind of documentary.
15 years ago, I invited you to join me in a new adventure. I always wanted to meet interesting people and ask them questions, inspired during conversations. Together, we created a platform, aliveonsouthbeach.com. And when I couldn't find the right fit for an editor, you took a stab at and taught yourself how to be a video editor. What is it about editing that you enjoy the most?
The creativity, number one, the intensity, number two, and it's fun making people sound good and look good. I enjoy doing it. So it's just another art form. I paint, I write, and I do video editing.
Well, what
Keeps
do
me
you do with your
busy.
spare time?
Tell me about it.
Okay, it was nice chatting with you. Like,
Bye.
bye bye.